My name is Quinn. The CEO is my secret husband. No one at work knows. The boss is my husband, and I hide it. Especially, I hide it from one woman. She flirts with him every single day. Her name is Chloe. She does not know he is mine. She does not know we share a house. She does not know we share a life. I am 25 years old. I live in a big city. The city is very busy. There are many cars. There are many tall buildings. I work in one of these tall buildings. I work on the 10th floor. I have a good job. I work on a computer. I read emails. I write emails. I make plans for the company. I like my work. I want to be good at my work. My husband's name is Mark. Mark is older than me. He is 30 years old. He is very handsome. He is tall. He has dark hair. He has kind eyes. Mark is the CEO of the company. That means he is the big boss. He is in charge of everything. Everyone in the office listens to him. Everyone respects him. Why is our marriage a secret? I will tell you. We met 3 years ago. We met in a coffee shop. It was raining. I forgot my umbrella. Mark gave me his umbrella. We started talking. We liked each other. We fell in love. 1 year later, we got married. It was a beautiful day. We were very happy. Then Mark started a new company. He became the CEO. The company grew fast. He needed good workers. He asked me to work for him. I said yes. I am very good at my job, but I had one rule. I said to Mark, we must keep a secret. No one can know we are married. Mark did not understand. He asked, why, I love you. I want everyone to know. I shook my head. I want people to like me, I said. I want them to respect me. I want them to see my hard work. If they know I am your wife, things will change. They will think you gave me the job for free. They will think I am lazy. They will not talk to me like a normal person. Mark thought about it. Then he nodded. Okay, he said. I understand. We will keep it a secret. You are my wife at home, but at work, I am just your boss. I thought it would be easy. I thought it would be a fun game. I was wrong. It is not easy. It is very hard. Let me tell you about my morning. This morning was like every morning. I woke up at 6 o'clock. The room was dark. Mark was asleep next to me. I looked at him. I smiled. I love his sleeping face. He looks calm. He works very hard. He is often tired. I softly touched his hair. He opened his eyes. He smiled at me. Good morning, my love, he said. Good morning, I said. We got out of bed. We went to the kitchen. The kitchen was cold. I turned on the light. I made coffee. The coffee smelled good. I poured 2 cups. I gave 1 cup to Mark. We sat at the table. We drank our coffee. We talked about our day. I have a big meeting today, Mark said. I know, I said. I have the papers ready. We ate toast. We ate eggs. It was nice. It was peaceful. But then, it was time to go to work. The peaceful time was over. We have rules for going to work. Rule number 1. We cannot leave the house together. I went to the bedroom. I put on my clothes. I wore a black skirt. I wore a white shirt. I brushed my hair. I put on my shoes. I took my bag. Mark wore a dark blue suit. He wore a red tie. He looked very professional. He looked like a boss. I will leave first, I said. Mark kissed my cheek. Have a good day at work, Miss Quinn, he said. He laughed a little. Have a good day, Mr. CEO, I said. I walked out the door. The morning air was cool. The sun was rising. The sky was pink and yellow. I walked to the bus stop. I waited for the bus. 10 minutes later, the bus came. I got on the bus. The bus was full of people. I found a seat near the window. I sat down. I looked out the window. I listened to music. 20 minutes later, I arrived at the big building. I walked inside. The building has a big lobby. The floor is shiny. There are security guards. I smiled at the guards. Good morning, I said. Good morning, Quinn, they said. I got into the elevator. I pressed the button for the 10th floor. The elevator went up. Ding. The doors opened. I walked into the office. My desk is in the middle of the room. There are many desks. There are many computers. I sat at my desk. I turned on my computer. I started to work. A few minutes later, my friend Sarah came to my desk. Sarah is nice. She is my best friend at work. She has curly hair. She talks a lot. Hi, Quinn, Sarah said. Did you finish the big report? Yes, I said. It is ready. Good, Sarah said. The boss will be happy. Sarah does not know the boss is my husband. No one knows. At 9 o'clock, the office door opened. Everyone went quiet. Mark walked in. He looked very serious. He looked different from the man in my kitchen. He walked fast. He looked at everyone. Good morning, team, Mark said in a loud voice. Good morning, sir, everyone said together. I looked at him. I wanted to smile, but I did not smile. I looked at my computer. I typed on my keyboard. I pretended to be very busy. This is rule number 2. We do not look at each other too long. Mark walked to his big office. His office has glass walls. We can see him. He can see us. He sat at his big desk. He opened his laptop. Then she arrived. Her name is Chloe. Chloe works in sales. Chloe is very beautiful. She is very tall. She has long blonde hair. She wears expensive clothes. Today, she wore a tight red dress. She wore high heels. Her shoes made a loud noise on the floor. Click, clack, click, clack. Chloe walked into the office. She did not look at me. She did not look at Sarah. She only looked at Mark's office. Chloe loves Mark. Well, she loves the CEO. She does not know him like I do, but she wants him. She wants to be the boss's wife. She flirts with him daily. I watched Chloe. My heart felt heavy. I felt a little angry. I felt a little sad. Do you know this feeling? Have you ever felt jealous? It is not a good feeling. It makes your stomach hurt. But I took a deep breath. I told myself to stay calm. You can be strong too. When you feel sad, take a deep breath. It helps. Chloe walked to Mark's door. She knocked on the glass. She did not wait for an answer. She opened the door. She walked in. I could see them through the glass. Chloe stood very close to Mark. She smiled a big smile. She leaned over his desk. She touched her hair. She talked to him. I could not hear her words, but I could see her face. She was flirting. Mark looked at his computer. He did not look at her much. He pointed to a paper. He talked about work. But Chloe did not care about work. She laughed. She touched his arm. I gripped my pen. I held it very tight. My hand was shaking. I wanted to stand up. I wanted to walk into that office. I wanted to say, "Stop touching him. He is my husband." But I did not. I remembered our secret. I remembered my rule. I wanted to be respected for my work. So I stayed in my chair. I looked away. I tried to focus on my screen. It was very hard. At 10 o'clock, we had a big meeting. Everyone went to the meeting room. It is a large room. There is a long table. There are many chairs. Mark sat at the head of the table. He is the leader. I walked into the room. I sat at the far end of the table. I sat far away from Mark. This is rule number 3. Do not sit next to each other in meetings. Chloe walked into the room. She walked straight to Mark. She pulled out the chair right next to him. She sat down. She smiled at him. She crossed her legs. "Here is your coffee, Mark," she said. She put a cup of coffee in front of him. She did not call him sir. She called him Mark. She wanted everyone to think they were close. "Thank you, Chloe," Mark said. His voice was polite. He did not smile. He looked at his notes. The meeting started. Mark talked about the new project. We need to sell more products. We need new ideas. "Who has an idea?" Mark asked. He looked at the team. The room was quiet. No one spoke. People were shy. I was not shy. I had a good idea. I worked hard on it all night. I raised my hand. "Yes, Quinn," Mark said. He looked at me. His eyes were soft for 1 second. Then they went back to being serious boss eyes. I stood up. I took my papers. "I have a plan," I said. My voice was clear. I spoke loud. "We can use social media. We can make small videos. We can show people how to use our products. It will cost less money. It will reach more young people." I explained my plan. I gave numbers. I gave examples. I spoke for 5 minutes. When I finished, the room was quiet again. Then Mark nodded. He looked very happy. "That is an excellent idea, Quinn," he said. "It is very smart. We will use your plan. You will lead this project." I smiled, a real smile. I was proud. I felt very good. This is why I kept the secret. I wanted to earn this. I earned it with my own brain, not because I am his wife. But Chloe was not happy. Her face turned red. She glared at me. She did not like me getting attention. She did not like Mark praising me. "It is an okay idea," Chloe said loudly. "But it is very simple. I can do it better. I have more experience. I should lead the project. She touched Mark's arm again. Right, Mark. You know my work is the best. I felt a fire in my chest. I stared at Chloe's hand on my husband's arm. I wanted to scream. Mark gently pulled his arm away. He did not look at Chloe. He looked at me. No, Mark said. His voice was firm. Quinn's idea is complete. Quinn will lead the project. Chloe, you will help her. Chloe's mouth fell open. She was shocked. She was angry. Me, help her. Yes, Mark said. Is there a problem? Chloe closed her mouth. She looked down. No problem, she mumbled. The meeting ended. Everyone stood up. I felt like a winner. I gathered my papers. At lunchtime, I went to the break room. The break room has a small kitchen. It has tables and chairs. I brought my lunch from home. Mark made me a sandwich. It had turkey and cheese. It was my favorite. I sat at a small table. I started to eat. Then Chloe walked in. She saw me. She walked over to my table. She did not ask to sit. She just sat down opposite me. She looked at my sandwich. She looked at my plain clothes. She smiled a mean smile. You got lucky today, Quinn, Chloe said. I worked hard on the idea, I said quietly. Whatever, Chloe said. She leaned closer to me. Let me tell you something. You can have the stupid project, but I will have the boss. I stopped chewing. I swallowed hard. What do you mean? I asked. My heart beat fast. Chloe laughed. Mark, he is amazing. He is rich. He is handsome. I am going to marry him one day. I can tell he likes me. Did you see how he looks at me? She was crazy. He did not look at her. He looked away from her, but I could not say that. He is the boss, I said slowly. He is professional. Oh, please, Chloe said. Men are men. I know how to get a man. I will make him my boyfriend soon. Just watch. She stood up. She tossed her blonde hair. She walked out of the break room. I sat alone. My sandwich tasted like cardboard. I was not hungry anymore. I was tired. Keeping a secret is heavy. It is like carrying a big rock in your backpack. Everywhere you go, the rock is there. You cannot put it down. Maybe you have a secret too. Maybe you are hiding something from your friends. It is okay to feel tired. Secrets are hard work. The afternoon went by slowly. I worked on my new project. I typed on my computer. I made phone calls. At 6 o'clock, people started to go home. Sarah packed her bag. Bye, Quinn, Sarah said. See you tomorrow. Bye, Sarah, I said. Soon the office was empty. Only 2 people were left, me and Mark. I waited 5 more minutes. I made sure no one was there. Then I stood up. I walked to Mark's big glass office. I opened the door. I walked in. I closed the door behind me. I closed the blinds so no one could see inside. Mark looked up from his computer. He took off his glasses. He rubbed his eyes. He looked tired. Is everyone gone? He asked. Yes, I said. I walked around his big desk. I stood next to his chair. He reached out. He pulled me onto his lap. I sat on his legs. He wrapped his arms around me. He buried his face in my neck. He took a deep breath. "I missed you," he whispered. "I missed you too," I said. I touched his dark hair. "I hate this secret, Quinn," Mark said. His voice was sad. "I hate watching you from far away. I hate sitting in meetings and not holding your hand. I hate that woman touching my arm." I sighed. "I hate it too," I said. "Chloe told me she is going to marry you." Mark laughed out loud. It was a genuine laugh. "Marry me? She is crazy. I am already married to the most beautiful, smartest woman in the world." He kissed me. It was a long, sweet kiss. I felt safe. I felt happy. All the bad feelings from the day melted away. Love is strong. Love makes the heavy rock feel lighter. Suddenly, we heard a loud noise. Crash. Someone dropped a bucket outside the office door. We jumped apart. I stood up very fast. My heart hammered in my chest. Mark spun his chair around to face his computer. We were breathing hard. "Who is it?" Mark called out. His boss voice was back. The door opened a little bit. It was the cleaner, an old man with a mop. "Sorry, Mr. Boss," the cleaner said. "I dropped my bucket. Did I scare you?" No, Mark said. He fixed his tie. "It is fine. We were just discussing the new project." The cleaner looked at me. He looked at Mark. He nodded. "Okay, have a good night." He closed the door. I put my hand over my chest. "That was too close," I whispered. "We almost got caught." Mark stood up. He looked serious. "Quinn, this is too much. We need to stop hiding. Let me tell them tomorrow. Let me announce it." I shook my head quickly. "No, Mark, please. My new project just started. I am the leader. If you tell them now, Chloe will say you gave it to me because I am your wife. Everyone will believe her. Let me finish the project first. Let me prove I am good. Please." Mark looked into my eyes. He saw I was desperate. He sighed. "Okay, 1 more month. When the project is finished, we tell everyone. I will not wait any longer." "Deal," I said. I hugged him one more time. We left the office separately. I took the bus. He took his car. We met at home. The next 4 weeks were crazy. I worked very, very hard. I came to the office early. I stayed late. I built the new social media campaign. I made videos. I wrote text. I planned everything perfectly. Chloe was supposed to help me, but she did not help. She made things hard. She always complained. "This is boring," she would say. "This color is ugly," she would say. I ignored her. I focused on the work. I knew my work was good. I did not let her words hurt me. You must do this too. When people say mean things, do not listen. You know your own value. You know your own strength. Keep working hard. Hard work always wins in the end. During these 4 weeks, Chloe flirted with Mark more and more. She wore shorter dresses. She laughed louder. She brought him coffee every morning. She baked him cookies. "I made these just for you, Mark," she said loudly, in the middle of the office. Mark politely took them. "Thank you, Chloe. I will share them with the team." Chloe looked angry when he said that, but she did not stop trying. It was very hard for me to watch. Sometimes I went to the bathroom and cried a little. I felt jealous. I felt invisible. But I washed my face. I looked in the mirror. I told myself, "You are strong. You are smart. He loves you. Just wait." Finally, the month was over. My project was finished. It was a huge success. The videos went viral on the internet. Thousands of people watched them. The company sold many, many products. Our sales went up 50%. Mark was thrilled. The whole office was happy. "We are going to have a party," Mark announced on Friday afternoon. "To celebrate the success of the new campaign. Everyone will come to a nice restaurant tonight. Food and drinks are on the company." Everyone cheered. Sarah hugged me. "You did it, Quinn. You saved the quarter." Even Chloe smiled. But her smile was not for me. It was for the party. "A party," Chloe whispered to another girl near me. "I am going to wear my best dress. Tonight is the night. I am going to make my move on Mark. He will not resist me outside the office." I heard her. My stomach did a flip. But then I remembered Mark's promise. Tonight, the secret ends. I smiled to myself. Tonight will be very interesting. I went home to get ready. Mark was already there. He was putting on a fresh suit. He looked amazing. "Are you ready for tonight?" he asked. He came to me and kissed my forehead. "I am a little nervous," I admitted. "Do not be nervous," Mark said. "Tonight, I get to show the world my beautiful wife. I am so proud of you, Quinn. Your project was perfect. Everyone knows you are brilliant. Now, no one can say anything bad." I felt a warm glow inside. He was right, I did it. I proved myself. I went to the closet. I took out a dress I saved for a special day. It was a long, dark blue dress. It was simple, but it fit perfectly. I put on a little makeup. I wore the silver necklace Mark gave me for our anniversary. I looked in the mirror. I did not look like the quiet, hidden girl at desk number 4. I looked like a strong, confident woman. I looked like the CEO's wife. "You look stunning," Mark said. His eyes were wide. "Thank you," I said. "Let's go. But remember, we have to arrive separately one last time." Mark groaned. "Fine, but I am counting the minutes." I took a taxi to the restaurant. The restaurant was very fancy. It had beautiful lights. Soft music was playing. Waiters carried trays of drinks. Almost everyone from the office was there. They were laughing and talking. I walked in. Sarah saw me first. "Wow, Quinn, you look beautiful," she said. "Thank you, Sarah," I said. Then I saw Chloe. Chloe was wearing a dress that was basically just gold sparkles. It was very short. It was very tight. She looked like a movie star. She was holding a glass of wine. She was staring at the door. She was waiting for Mark. 10 minutes later, Mark arrived. He walked into the restaurant. He looked powerful. He smiled at the team. Chloe immediately walked toward him. She walked fast. She pushed past 2 other people. "Mark," she called out loudly. Everyone stopped talking. Everyone turned to look at them. The room became quiet. I stood near the back. I watched. My hands were a little sweaty. Chloe stopped right in front of Mark. She put her hand on his chest. She leaned in very close. "You look so handsome tonight," she purred. Her voice was loud enough for everyone to hear. "I want to congratulate you personally." She leaned up. She closed her eyes. She tried to kiss him on the lips, right there, in front of 50 people. A collective gasp went through the room. Sarah covered her mouth with her hands. Mark reacted instantly. He took a big step back. He put his hands up. "Chloe, stop," Mark said. His voice was loud and clear. It was not his polite boss voice. It was a sharp, serious voice. Chloe opened her eyes. She looked confused. She looked a little angry. "What?" she said. "Come on, Mark. We are not in the office. You do not have to hide that you like me." Mark looked at her with disbelief. "Hide that I like you? Chloe, your behavior is completely inappropriate. I do not like you in that way. I am a married man." Silence. Total silence in the restaurant. You could hear a pin drop. Chloe's face turned pale. Then it turned red. "Married," she stuttered. "You do not wear a ring. You never talk about a wife. Who is it? Some rich model?" Mark shook his head. "No, I do not wear my ring at work because my wife asked me not to. We wanted to keep our professional lives separate." He looked away from Chloe. He looked across the room. His eyes searched the crowd. He found me. His face changed. The hard boss look vanished. A huge, warm, loving smile spread across his face. He started walking. The crowd parted for him. People stepped aside. He walked straight toward me. My heart pounded like a drum. Boom, boom, boom. This was it. He reached me. He held out his hand. I looked at his hand. Then I looked at his eyes. I smiled. I took his hand. His fingers closed tightly around mine. Mark turned to face the crowd. He pulled me gently to his side. He put his arm around my waist. "Everyone," Mark said proudly, "I would like to introduce you to my wife, Quinn." More silence. Then chaos. Everyone started talking at once. "Quinn? Our Quinn? No way. They are married." I looked at Sarah. Her eyes were as big as plates. Her jaw was on the floor. I looked at Chloe. Chloe looked like she had seen a ghost. Her mouth opened and closed like a fish. She stared at my hand, holding Mark's hand. She realized every time she flirted with the boss, she was doing it in front of his wife. She realized I saw everything. Chloe put her glass down on a table. Her face was bright red. She looked extremely embarrassed. She turned around and walked out of the restaurant without saying a single word. I felt a massive weight lift off my shoulders. The heavy rock was gone. I could breathe easily. Sarah walked up to us. She pointed a finger at me. You sneaky, brilliant woman. How did you keep that a secret? I laughed. It was very hard, Sarah. Why didn't you tell us? Another coworker asked. Mark answered for me. Quinn wanted to prove herself, he said. His voice was full of respect. She wanted you to know her for her own talent, not as my wife. And I think, after this week's massive success, she has proven she is the smartest person in this room. People nodded. They smiled. Then someone started to clap. It was Sarah. Then another person clapped. Soon, the whole room was clapping. They were cheering for me, for my hard work, for our love. I looked up at Mark. He was looking down at me with so much love. I leaned my head on his shoulder. I did not have to hide anymore. The party was wonderful. Mark and I sat together. We held hands under the table. We laughed. We danced. It was the best night of my life. The next Monday was different. I woke up at 6 o'clock. The room was dark. Mark was asleep. I touched his hair. He woke up and smiled. We had coffee together, but we did not have any rules. We left the house together. We walked to the bus stop together, but we did not take the bus. Mark opened the door of his nice car for me. I got in. He drove us to work. We walked into the big, shiny lobby together. We held hands. The security guards smiled, very big. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. CEO, they said. We got into the elevator together. We rode up to the 10th floor. When we walked into the office, everyone said good morning. No one looked at me strangely. They respected me. They knew I worked hard. They knew I earned my place. Chloe was at her desk. She looked down at her papers when we walked in. She did not bring Mark coffee. She did not wear a short dress. She did not flirt with him ever again. She was quiet and polite. Mark walked me to my desk. He kissed me on the cheek in front of everyone. Have a good day at work, my beautiful wife, he said loudly. Have a good day, my handsome husband, I replied. He walked to his glass office. He left the door open. I sat at my desk. I turned on my computer. I smiled. Life was not a secret anymore. Life was open. Life was free. I learned a big lesson from this journey. I learned that hard work is important. If you want respect, you must earn it. Do not take the easy way. The easy way does not make you strong. The hard way makes you brave. I took the hard way. I kept a painful secret. I worked late. I ignored mean words. And in the end, I won. But I also learned something else. I learned that hiding who you love is painful. Love is a beautiful thing. It should be celebrated. It should be seen. It should not be kept in the dark. Do you have a big dream? Do you want to prove yourself? You can do it. Just like I did. Work hard. Be patient. Do not let other people tell you that you cannot do it. You are strong. And if you love someone, hold their hand tightly. Be proud of them. Be proud of yourself. My name is Quinn. The CEO is my husband. It is not a secret anymore. It is my happy, beautiful life. and I love every single second of it. You can find your happiness too. Keep going, keep smiling. Your beautiful life is waiting for you. Do not give up. Trust yourself. Love yourself. You are amazing. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it helps you be brave today. Go out there and show the world how strong you are.